So I'm sure you've heard of Kershaw knives, but do you know the role that they played in the pocket knife industry? So back in the early 2000s, a company by the name of
Korth Cutlery.
was the first company to introduce ball bearings in the pivot action for a knife, but it was kind of a mess. And I think it was either loved or hated, but it was still a revolution at the time for pocket knife design. Now, if we fast forward around 10 years, Kershaw and ZT, same company, along with Mr. Rick Hinderer, was the first people to put out a knife with caged bearings, and that was with the ZT Rick Hinderer 0560. So they were the first people to put bearings in a fixed system so they weren't loose, and they popularized and were the first company to really put that into mass production. And now this is a very standard piece and probably more popular than knives just on washers today. I think you see them much more often. Now, Kershaw also was the first brand to introduce an assisted opening knife. Now, not a button automatic, but just an assisted spring with their speed safe system. And now I think this system lost popularity with the advent of proper detents, because if you have a good detent on a knife, you really don't need that assistance, but these were popular at the time. And I would say my opinion is that Kershaw was probably also one of the original brands to have true budget bangers, as we would say today. And I think this Kershaw leak, when they first came out, this Ken Onion design leak, was one of the OG budget bangers that we would see at the time. But just a couple little interesting facts about knife history that if you didn't know, now you know.